Hi guys, Pudn here. Welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7. This one is set at Dragon Trail Garden Circuit. I will give you a little bit of information on this one. I did qualify 11th on the grid in the G70 GR4. The Dragon Trail Garden is a fictional circuit introduced in Gran Turismo Sport as part of the 1.18 update. It is a 4 km circuit set in Croatia that is situated not too far from the coastline. The circuit features more continuous corners, plenty of technical sections. The circuit also undulates more as it passes over the hill, making it easy to lose grip and destabilise. The gardens on the track name is derived from the green olive fields looking down on the course. So that's the information. I'm just going to do a voiceover on this race for you, make it a bit more interesting than just watching a normal video. Just currently putting on the medium tyres. There was no I didn't think I actually did any tuning on this car, just raced it as stock. So we've done the warm up, as you can see. I didn't really take part in because you don't really have enough time on getting to the race. So this track does actually have 14 turns. Just a little bit more information with 3 sectors. So we're just coming around the first, basically the last corner towards the start finish line, which is going to be the sharp little turns 13 and 14, leaning on the 781 metre half a mile straight. This one was actually quite interesting for me. Had some good battles. But I will give you the information on that. So as you can see, we start off at the race as you normally do, just getting into the slipstream. Make sure we're in the best engine setting for the car, behind a Norwegian called Kroken. Just braking late on the first turn, which is around turn 1. I have actually got the racing line on, as you can see, with the braking markers, with it being a new one, another one I didn't know. So just trying to get past him. Took a little bit of a tap from this guy in the rear. I ended up not maliciously hitting him back because I came back onto the track. As you can see, there's no intent there, because the guy could have basically just hit me again, and therefore letting through this Dutch guy called Brummel Huis. I'm not sure actually what car he's racing. I think that is the don't quote me on that, but it could be a Nissan or a Toyota, one of the two. So trying to get back into a nice little steady rhythm, trying to get up to the front of the track where the leaders are racing for the podium. Primarily what I wanted to do was get into the top half of the race, but with it being an 11 lap race with a pit stop, should make it a little bit more interesting. I did know I was actually quite competitive in this race, so I did know I could actually get into the top half. So we're just coming round under the bridge section now, coming up to the little left hand turn, which is 10 and 11 and 12 turns. We've got this nice little technical section, which we'll talk about in a bit more detail on the next lap. So coming round to the first lap, still in 12th position. The current leader is Leo, the Spanish guy. I'm currently doing 145s. I've just done a 53, which is 8 seconds slower. So as you can see, we're already at a disadvantage coming around the first lap. And as you look a little bit forward on the video, you can see a couple of cars jostling. Another chap's just gone off there. Another 2 guys actually. So we're coming up on turns 5 now and 6. Little technical little sections coming up, little twisty sections, quite interesting. As I said previously in the information on the track, the undulating track does give it a bit more mix and variety for you for your racing. Does help with the running a butt kicker, that is, you know, to help with the feeling of the car on Gran Turismo. So as you can see, made a couple of positions. We're up into 8th position now, basically due to no fault of my own, due to other people competing for position, and we're actually back behind the guy that we started on lap 1 with before we had the incident. So coming around to the last couple of corners now, which is turns 13 and 14. It's only a 4 kilometre circuit, so it isn't actually that big. So ideally what we want to do is get back into the slipstream of Grokken, the Norwegian chap, but we need to be within his slipstream. I was also just checking my brake bias, as I did know that running it towards the front of the vehicle did actually help me on the braking, with this being a rear-ended axled vehicle. But it is actually a decent car, so do recommend trying this out if you are interested. So here we go, coming up to the first couple of technical sections, which is turns 2, 3 and 4 behind TT49. I think this guy is a French chap. I think he's driving the Audi. Just trying to get close enough to make myself an opportunity to catch up and get into a nice little battle with these guys. So at the moment, just trying to bide my time by getting a little bit closer and hoping these guys can make a few mistakes. This section I do quite like because it is quite intensely fast, if that's such a word. But I am making a little bit of ground by braking a little bit later. And you've got this nice little section now where it goes turns 9, 10, 11 and 12. It's just basically a flowing right hand turn. Really well made circuit for a fictional one, and it does flow very, very nicely in my opinion. So we're coming down to the end of lap 3, coming on to lap 4, and we will start getting into the nitty gritty of the pit stops, but I need to be close enough. Maybe I can jump these guys by doing an earlier pit stop, but we'll wait and see. So still back behind. As you can see, the guy in 5th is weaving all over the track because he doesn't want to be giving the guys in front the slipstream option. But I'm running a bit wide anyway on turn 1, trying to get closer, which is actually helping because these guys are still jostling for position, looking for me make a move up on the inside of TT49 in the Mazda. Sorry, it wasn't a BMW, it's a Mazda. So we're up to 6th position now. Just check my radar to make sure he wasn't too close. This guy, I think it's Belgian fella. Not sure what car he's driving. He's weaving all over the track, which, in my opinion, I understand you don't want to be in your slipstream, but there's a certain way about doing it. He's driving the Renault. So that's my opportunity to get up the inside of Grokken in the Mitsubishi Lancer up into 6th position, and took that apex and that corner a little bit too much on the grass, lost a bit of little bit of time there, but made it clean, made it stick up into 6th place. And then we're coming round turns 9, 10, 11, 12 again, which I do know I'm quite strong on, as you can see, making up a little bit of time there, but behind Snassers 23, which is a great name, great livery if I do say so. I'm coming round to the penultimate couple of corners again to start lap 5. Grokken has gone up on the inside, braking late, and we're coming down to the start finish line now. I'll just get tucked in behind him hopefully, and try and catch 5th place again. But if you do look on the map at the top corner, you can see that there's a pack that's basically broken away. 1st place is on his own, and we've got 2nd, 3rd and 4th all on a little tight little pack jostling for the podium positions. Primarily what I wanted to do is maybe get ahead of these guys and maybe try and push for catching the other group. So got on the inside there, broke a little bit late, got Grokken back. We just seem to be rubber banding each other at the moment. He's catching me on the slipstream, then braking late, and I'm doing the same, vice versa, on the similar corners to each lap. Coming around on lap 5 now, and we've got the nice little technical section coming up, which is 6, 7 and 8. Braking a bit late there behind it is Snassers 23 in the Renault. Should be able to catch this guy now in this section. I'm running low traction control, trying to just compensate with a little bit more motion in the steering wheel. to help me a bit more with the corner speed, which does actually help. I'm not sure if this guy is running a pad or not, but he seems to be quite smooth and consistent. So, you know, either or, you know, you can still be very competitive by using a pad in this game. So that's also another option if you don't have the budget to get yourself a wheel, but there is plenty on the market. So coming down to the last corner, Snassis has gone wide. I don't know if it's just a mistake in his part or he's feeling a bit of the pressure. So I've got a nice little run on him now, really in his slipstream now, because he did run that bit wide. Now he starts his little weaving, but I have to try and stay with him, but I know I'm losing time by doing that. I should just stay in a straight line. I decided just to carry on as is, follow the racing line. Up in, well, still fifth. Crocken's up on the inside of me again. In the Mitsubishi, as you can see in the radar map, I have to leave him a little bit of room because I didn't want to cause an incident. And there you go, he's got me again. But by this time we are losing a little bit of time because we are yet again jostling for position. I mean, ideally the best thing he could have done is just stayed behind me, and we could have caught this guy and maybe overtaken him in the pits. So anyway, we're coming round to the on turn 5 up to 6, 7 and 8 again, and we're just starting coming down towards the end of lap 6. Too far away now. Snazzers has got a 1.6 second lead on us due to us jostling. I think one of the leaders has been in the pits, because I think none of you have actually jumped up a position or not, because it showed me in 4th briefly and then went back to 5th. Well, could have been mistaken. Anyway, we're coming around to the end of lap 6. We've got 4 more laps to do. Oh, sorry, make that 5, including the one that we're on. So this is the time where the strategy comes into play now. As you can see, Leo has just gone into the pits for a tyre change, and Pete Sekai has gone in as well. I just thought to stay out, see if we could catch this. Catch the guy and overtake him by doing a fast outlap with no traffic. Not sure if I could do it, but I thought I'd give it a go. So this should just be basically just a qualifying lap for me, as you can see on my right hand side of the map, of the screen, sorry. You can see I'm doing consistent 40s when I'm not actually in fighting for position with other drivers. So I know I'm actually quite competitive, but not insanely quick, because if you've seen at the beginning of the video, I think Paul was a 38, which was insanely quick. But I think that just comes down to knowing the track very well and understanding the car that you're driving as well, because I'm not really up to scratch with the tuning side of things at the moment. So anyway, let's just see how we get on this lap. I can't actually remember what the outcome is when we come down to come into the pits, come back out again. I think it actually come into a bit more traffic. I'm not sure if we actually come in front of Snazzers or not, but we will find out in due course as we're coming down to the last couple of turns of 13 and 14 through the right hand section of the 4 corners of 9, 10, 11 and 12. So just hitting the braking markers as normal, just past the 100-meter board. Coming around the last corner, I've actually got a 2-second lead, as you can see in the lead. I'm going to come straight in the pits. No tyre change, just fuel. Sorry, just tyres, no fuel. My mistake, got it the wrong way around. So putting on another set of mediums, you don't have to change the tyre compounds, you just have to swap tyres. Would have been nice to have the soft option for the smaller stint. So the guys in the pits are doing a fantastic job as always. So get back out now and we can see where we lie. There goes Snassers, and there's this other guy called Thanatos. I think he's in one of those, I think that's I can't remember what the brand of that car is, and in all honesty, you do actually have one in the garage, but I'm not going to quote and get it wrong. But anyway, it just get a little bit interesting now. But we have actually got in front of Kroken, and Thanatos and Snazzers are jostling for position. I think that could actually be a Peugeot, I'm not sure. Anyway, starting the lap 8 of 11. This does actually get a bit spicy now. Trying to get up the inside of him. He's not really being very courteous. He starts banging into me. I don't know if that's just being over aggressive, or the fact that he doesn't like me challenging his position, but well within me right to do. I'm not sure if he's running a pad or not, because he just seems to be a bit erratic. That's either down to internet or the fact that he's using a pad. So coming round to the right hand 4-turn section, coming up to the last couple of corners, ending lap 8. That gives us basically 3 laps to see where we can finish. As you can see, the positions has changed due to the game updating, due to people pitting. So Thanatos has gone into the lead now. I'm still behind Snazzers in the Renault, and there's basically 3 of us, as you can see in the top corner of the map. We're basically pushing for 5th place finish here at the moment. There's no chance of us catching the leaders. So braking late into turn 1, going up into 5th position. Took Snazzers in the Renault. Just keeping my eye on the radar in the bottom right hand corner, and do a little bit of defensive driving to make sure he doesn't make another move and compromise my exit. And hopefully I can get this Thanatos guy by catching him in the slipstream. Still doing consistent 40s on my first flying lap after the pit stop, and as you can see, we did lose 17 seconds due to the pits in and out and a tyre change. So a little bit of rubbing there, nothing drastic, all part of racing. Did brake late, got up into 5th position, checking the radar, making sure I'm just following the racing line. Run a little bit wide there, compromising my speed there, and hitting the apex, and therefore the sand, and spinning out. And for some reason I just couldn't seem to get the car turn around properly, so overcompensated there by running a bit too much corner speed, and it compromised my exit, and therefore I actually lost the position. So having just to continue now and just consolidate my position. Still have a little bit of a gap between the cars behind me, but I'm a bit frustrated the fact I made such a silly mistake, but you know, that's just part of racing really, when you're pushing really hard. So coming up into the penultimate lap of lap 10 in 9th position. It is what it is. Anyway, this guy starts rubbing me, pushing me wide, this Proximo guy, so I just give him a little tap back. Don't know what all that was about. I mean, it's not like I've been racing with him before. We come up into the first corner, hits me a couple of times, which, you know, I mean, once, yeah, maybe, but not twice. So I just tapped him back. You know, that's not rubbing in my book. That's being aggressive. Anyway, just wanted to keep a steady lead from this Proximo GT guy, the Italian. I didn't want him just pile driving me in one of the corners and taking me out, because you do get a lot of drivers in these lobbies that can be, how do you say, not very courteous, for whatever reason. Maybe just the fact that he was actually at the back of the track and he had no one to, you know, race with. Anyway, coming up to the last couple of turns now, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think there's much chance of me catching this John Carsey guy, this Spanish chap. I think it's just going to come down to damage limitations now, and make sure that Proximo guy doesn't hit me in one of the last corners. As you can see, lap 9, I lost 9 seconds on that incident, mistake of my own. Coming around the last corner on the penultimate lap, I'm just going to start the last lap now of lap 10. Still got plenty of grip in the tyres, as you I don't know if you've noticed, but with the tyre section out, I think because I'm running a lot of brake bias at the front, the tyre wear seems to be a bit more aggressive than it does to the rear of the vehicle. So there you go. You can see how far ahead the leaders are. Basically the full length of the back straight of the track. That's how quick these guys are. I'm very, very competitive in a C-class lobby. I am actually up 3/10 on the first sector. Could actually get me fastest lap on the last lap. I am catching this guy, Drunkazi. He's made a little bit of mistake on that turn, turn 5, but not enough to get into his slipstream. I mean, I am 0.8 off. I mean, I am going to get a little bit of help, but not much, but still pushing as hard as possible. Coming on the last couple of sections now to the 4 corner right turn section, which is 9, 10s, 11 and 12, up under the bridge towards the last couple of corners, turns 13 and 14. We're coming up onto turn 13 now, trying to brake as late as possible, see if we can catch this guy. I am making a little bit of ground on him there, but not enough. I'm coming down the last corner to finish a very disappointing 9th place. But you know, that's racing for you, but did very much enjoy it. I hope you did enjoy this one, guys. I will be posting more content, hopefully 2 videos a week now. I do appreciate all your support, and you do know what to do if you want to get future updates, is to hit that notification bell and like the video to help with the algorithm, and that would be very much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.